Welcome to the Secret Watch. Today we got a 1UC SC400 that we're gonna do a manual swap. Now my brother already started, took down the old automatic transmission, and we're gonna put this CD009. The kit is from Automotive Sports Engineer, something like that, and it's gonna be a CD009 6-speed into this 1UC. First thing you gotta do is you gotta cut the bell housing on that on that third line. But since we're top secret and we have this sharp hand, we just grab it right there and we go like this, like, yeah! And you see how we just cut it? We just hit it with the hand, like, and we just cut it straight. I mean, I learned that many years of practice. Takes a lot of bell housings. I cracked them here. My brother tried it and he broke the bell housing here as soon as he hits it, my brother. But like I said, he's learning. But I hit it perfect and I just cut it and it comes right off. Okay, so yeah, look, and I have no damage to the hand whatsoever. So now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this plate out and then we're gonna put the adapter plate here. Then we're gonna use that bell housing over there and we're gonna put it here. All right, so we removed the old front cover plate. This is the gasket. We cleaned it, right? We also clean all the surface around with brake cleaner, and gotta put Loctite on these 4 bottom bolts. Also take the measurement also of this ring. Make sure it's 100 millimeters. This thing comes with a sticker in the front, which we peeled it right there. Tells you if it's smaller to call them. But we took the measurement and everything is within spec. So now we're just gonna put a little bit of silicone around, like real thin. Put back the stock gasket, put a little bit of Loctite on these 4 bolts, and we're gonna torque these bolts, which is pretty cool because the plate tells you right here the plate gets torqued at 30 and the bell housing gets torqued at 40 pound-feet. So let's do it. So this is the gasket. I already put silicone on the inside and I put some silicone around the plate and I'm about to put it there. The kit comes with all the hardware, right? The ones that are like this are for the bell housing, and these other ones are right here for the plate. Okay, there are some longer and some shorter, and I'll show you here shortly where the short ones go and the long ones go. So all these ones right here are long, and these 2 are for these ones right here. And then this is the last one, that's 30. So all have been torqued to 30, and the way we did it is we kind of crisscross everything, and they have been torqued to 30 pound-feet. So now we're gonna take that bell housing off from there, put it in here with these bolts right here. These 2 little ones are for the slave cylinder that we're gonna be putting last. So this ring that it's got here, that's where this sits. So it basically centers it. You'll see now. And then this gap that's here, that's where the lines come out, one for the feet and one for the bleeder. The 2 long ones they go in the bottom, and all the shorter ones, all 4, they go on the top. So this one goes to 40 pound-feet. That's it. So we put the slave in. This is a Tilton. The way this one works, you have to shim it, right? So since it's already put in there, you can spin it with this. So just spin the inside, and it's got some grooves, and it just pulls it in and out. So I can't find my caliper. My brother went to get the caliper, buy a new caliper. That way we can shim this. So this is the old seal. That's the new seal. Always change that seal, because why not? And this is why I hate this. That freaking starter That's why I hate this one you see. Only because of the starter. Because the starter wasn't there, I wouldn't mind. But bro, to change that starter, to take out so much stuff, that I would rather just sell the car if I have to change the starter. No. So this is basically the kit. It's got this pilot bearing bushing that's gonna go over there. This part goes in the inside, so it sits this side the transmission, this side is gonna be the engine. It fits real perfect here, makes it real centered. So once I install this bearing, we'll go with the flywheel. It's got the flywheel bolts here, these ARPs, right? And then these other ones are for the pressure plate to the actual flywheel. So it's pretty common process. When you put this, please don't hit this with a hammer. Get a socket, something big enough like that, and then put it in like that, because if you hit, you're gonna damage this bearing that's here. Get a big socket and hit it until you hear the sound change, going from hollow to like real solid, okay? And it's all the way in. So we just pulled it in. We torqued this to 80 pound-feet. We did 40 crisscross, and then we did 80 crisscross, and this is good right now. So now we're gonna bring the pressure plate along with the alignment tool and bolt it in there. Oh, and remember also put Loctite, red Loctite here, so this don't come out. We have ours right there. So we put it in the clutch, flywheel. It's already installed. We put the clutch disc in with the springs towards the tranny, and now we have to bolt up the pressure plate. Don't forget to put these pins in here. Comes with a little like Loctite turbo lock. Oh, nice. And then you put them in with the fat part in, the thin part out, and then that's how you align your clutch. And this is how everything looks once it's torqued down. Beautiful. All right, so we did a little bit of progress. What I did is I cut this right here. I cut this two right here, right? Because I want to make sure it doesn't touch over there. I cut this part here too. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't touch over there. Now over here in the front, what I did is I shim it, because this T56 slave, you can pull this forward and backwards, like towards the engine or towards the transmission. So don't make fun of my little drawings, right? But these are my drawings. So this is a bell housing, this is the slave, which is this right here, right? And what I did is I put this in here, zero the caliper in here, so I don't add this part here, and I got the measurement from this edge to here. That gave me 90 millimeters, right? This is what I got here going on right now. This is after I've shimmed it, okay? What you want to do first is get the measurement over there. So this is the engine block right here. This is where the bell's housing sits. This is the clutch. And you need the measurement where this bearing sits on the clutch. So you get that measurement from where it sits on the clutch, from here, to where the bell housing sits. So the same thing here, but where the same thing here, but where the clutch sits, right? That gave me 87. So that was my starting number, 87. So I wanted to do 3 millimeters of clearance. So I came over here, I got the measurement, and I moved the back all the way to 90 millimeters of clearance. That gave me a 3 millimeter clearance or plane gap, which is roughly 3 millimeters is about that much of clearance. So when I put this in there, there's gonna be that much clearance. That way it gives me the most effective range for this slave. Okay, and that's how I shimmed it. But remember, if you use something flat, make sure you don't add this number. So just basically you open it up, you put it there, and you zero, and then you can start your measurement, because now it won't add this. It's just from there, it starts adding numbers. That way your numbers are not up. So the transmission is in, all right? Some places we massage, we're probably like 2 inches to the front. Right here, we massage that part of the tunnel and this part as well. Plus the parts that we cut. Were they necessary to cut? Maybe not. But nonetheless, it's cheap reassurance. You got the brother there, and it was actually pretty easy to put in there. There's plenty of room to work with. I'm surprised. All right, so everything's been installed. We got the lines there that we have to connect it to the clutch. Now the transmission mount that this kit came with, right? Oh shit! Oh shit! I peed myself. No, that's this guy spilled his beer. Came with this mount, and it was sitting way too low. And so what we did is I drilled 2 holes here and I made it solid. And I made it work. Now we just need the measurement for the drive shaft. This is the gear bowl, solid gear bowl. Now we take the measurement from the plate here, for the surface here, all the way to the seal, and we go get our drive shaft. But this is how everything looks, the bottom. All right, and let's go to the top, and then this is on the top. Beautiful. Look at that, 5th and 6th. So now he's doing the. Abril, vamos a echar ese asiento más para atrás, ¿verdad? No? Si le conecto la batería, lo podemos echar para atrás. ¿Tú lo quieres para atrás? Pues dale catch, bro. So yeah, he's gonna start working on the pedal now. So now we got the final piece, the drive shaft, the CD009 yoke with the flange down there that's made it to the gear bowl in here, and we're about to install it. The drive shaft is in from Gulf Coast Driveshaft right in Florida. So it fit perfect. If it was any longer or shorter, it would not be perfect. It's just super perfect, the measurement that I gave them and their final work. So that's it for this video of installing a CD009 in a SC400. Later I'll show you some videos when the car's running, but as of right now, that's it for now. Everybody, thank you for watching and subscribe. See you in the next video.